Now streaming on Apple TV Plus is from 2023, Still, a Michael J. Fox movie. This is a documentary about Michael J. Fox, made with the cooperation of Michael J. Fox, about his life and struggle, or struggle isn't the right word, his living with Parkinson's disease, which he was diagnosed with many moons ago and still is something he has to deal with on a daily basis. This was very fascinating, very sad, very uplifting, very funny. It really kind of runs the gamut of all the emotions. Very, very well made, very interestingly made. Apparently it's based on a book that he had written about himself, and he narrates the film. I don't know how they exactly did it. I don't know if they did it with AI or if it was just heavily edited, because overall his speech patterns are not as smooth as they were in his heyday, let's say. And you see him sitting down to sort of try to record the audio version of this book, and his voice is sort of all over the place, which is just, it's how he talks for the most part due to Parkinson's. And so it's narrated by him. There's some use of reenactments and doubles in the film. Doubles for him being like back of the head doubles, and just an overabundance of vintage footage of him, interview footage and media footage, and him on various TV shows and films that you remember, and probably a lot that you don't. Some early Canadian stuff that was really interesting to see. And it's just the story of how he decided to become an actor, got his roles, lived his life, and then suddenly was given this devastating news that his body is about to eventually betray him, and how to continue living a productive life as a working actor, as a family man, as a husband and father. It's really, really good. People who grew up with Michael J. Fox and, obviously Back to the Future or Family Ties or things like that, Midnight Madness, The Hard Way, Life with Mikey, Spin City, High School USA, might think they don't want to watch this because it's sort of sad to see somebody who you grew up with and always idolized or thought was a hero or just thought was a really cool, fun guy struggling so much with, literally getting around, just existing from day to day. But he doesn't really look for any pity. There's a scene where he's with his trainer or spotter, and he's just walking down the street in New York, and he just falls. He loses his balance and he falls, and he gets right back up, and he says to a lady who had just said hi to him before he fell, "Hey, look, you knocked me off my feet." And he just keeps going. He just, the level of dignity and humor the man has in dealing with this thing that a lot of people would be like, guess I'm just going to lay around the house all day because this body ain't working for me anymore. It's really impressive and inspiring, and he's very funny throughout this too, and very candid too. He's Michael J. Fox. He's not Alex B. Keaton. He's not Marty McFly. He's Michael J. Fox, and you get to see who Michael J. Fox and his family are in this film. So available on Apple TV Plus, so you have to have Apple TV Plus or it's a digital rental, but very much worth it. Very interesting. A lot of things I didn't know. As I said, a lot of footage I hadn't seen. Very creatively done. The way they tell his story through clips, primarily through clips from his film and TV work, where he's talking about how he felt in a moment or what he was going through. They managed to find a clip from a film that really just totally embodies that, where you think that was him shooting that to illustrate what he's talking about, as opposed to it being made to illustrate what he was talking about. So available now on Apple TV Plus, highly recommended. Still, a Michael J. Fox movie.